Day 2 from Frankfort, Delaware, and the Senior League Softball World Series is off and running. The Philippines, representing the Asia-Pacific region, making their debut at this tournament. They will play 2 games tonight, taking on Brazil, fresh off a big win over Texas just a night ago. Brazil trying to become the 3rd team to start 2-0 here at the Senior League Softball World Series. We take a look at the 2 pools and how things have shaken up so far. Almost 2 days down and 2 more to go. All of these teams in their respective pools will play each other 1 time. So who will join the 2-0 teams that are Canada and Michigan? We will find out over the next few hours here in Delaware. Well, the question is, can you stop this Brazil offense, who was excellent last night, Allie?
And we tried to pinpoint one specific player, but you can't. There were 6 players with multi-hit games. They scored 12 runs in the last 2 innings versus Texas. That's a ton of production in only 2 innings. This is a dangerous Brazil offense. 6
different players with multiple hits in the game last night. The other side for the Philippines, they were unbelievable in their region tournament.
I mean, they're another one that's going to put up incredible offensive numbers. The run differential for them was 111 to 0 runs given up. That is insane. Those are video game numbers right there, so we should be in for a real treat of offensive power.
111 runs scored in 5 games. They went 5-0 in the Asia-Pacific region. As you look at their lineup that produced that offensive showing, that region was played in Indonesia. They will try to get things going against Brazil, who not just hit it well, but also pitched it pretty well last night too, winning 14-2 overall. And the pitcher who takes to the circle is Joanna de Brito Silva. Her favorite team is in the AUSL, the Texas Volts.
You love to see that. And Silva, she's going to mix in a fastball, a drop ball, and a changeup. I think the key, especially knowing that the Philippines, they're going to put up a lot of runs, is mixing in that changeup, keeping them off balance.
You see the glasses that she wears, and I just wonder if that's not her favorite athlete's go-to, Sam Landry, who rocks the glasses, and it's become an iconic look, and here she is with the glasses.
It is Sam Landry's look, and I know that there's a bunch of pitchers out there that want to be just like her, and that's a great one to model yourself after.
Here we go, game 2 on Layton Field. Lions Field right behind us, also with their 2nd game of the day, 6 total games to be played, and we will have seen all 10 teams in action at least 1 time by the end of day number 2. There is strike 1 to start off Reina Rose Evangelista. The shortstop for the Philippines. Her favorite athlete is Monica Abbott. Rips this to center field, and it's caught out there by Rafaela Nakamura.
And Evangelista, this is a really good piece of hitting, especially early in this game, getting a pitch on the outer half of the plate and attacking. Just a bit unlucky going right at the center fielder, Nakamura, but should be a little bit of confidence.
Ladril Herodias at the plate for the Philippines. Watches that up and in. 3rd baseman. Our favorite player is Shohei Ohtani, 15 years old from San Miguel. Catches the outside corner for strike 1.
And she's one of their team leaders for this team from the Philippines. She adjusts quickly. The team kind of relies on her to show them the way to a win.
Really good location on the outside corner from de Brito Silva. Fouled into the fence.
And Carolina Diaz behind the dish for Brazil was almost set up in the other batter's box for that. And still, Diaz able to foul it off.
Ball 2 outside. For Brazil, this is their first ever trip to the Senior League Softball World Series, and it's the first time a team from South America has made it. So history-making group of players on the field. Ground ball to the right side. Matsumoto makes the play, and there's 2 outs.
Really clean play by Naomi Matsumoto at second base, charging that ball, understanding that she had time to set her feet and throw, and quickly 2 outs here for Brazil.
Now the 3-hole, Sheena Joy Panteria, the catcher for the Philippines. Hard hit ball back up the middle, and they've got their first hit of the game.
Their coaches say she is reliable, and she shows that right here early in the count, getting her swing off, and she's on base early.
Now Erica Gonzalez, who will have the ball in the circle for the Philippines when they come out for defense. Trying to bring Panteria around. Gonzalez had plenty of votes for most likely to go pro. They say she is one of the leaders both as the ace in the circle and with her power at the plate. Through 2 perfect games this year and had a multi-home run game. Oh, wow. Quick reflexes in the circle from Joanna De Brito Silva, and that'll do it for the first inning. A base hit in the middle, but nothing doing in the first for the Philippines. There is the Brazilian manager, Fernando Oda, who has led them to this representation of the Latin America region. Beat Mexico 6-0 in the championship after shutting out Puerto Rico in the semifinal. Puerto Rico had beaten them earlier in the region, so he led them to that bounce-back win that got them to this point.
And they said they're really good at just learning and adjusting. He said maybe that first game out, they just had a little bit of jet lag. They weren't quite ready for the emotions, but they learn quickly, and they're going to have to learn quickly here as well to put up some runs.
Pretty good mix of experience in this lineup. A lot of lefties, so we'll see how much small ball might be a factor in this game for Brazil, but they've shown they can win with both offense and pitching, and they're going to be a tough out in this tournament. They will see Erica Gonzalez in the circle. She is the #1. Mentioned earlier, 2 perfect games that she's thrown this year.
And she is just an all-around athlete, one of their leaders. She's super strong, very athletic. She'll mix in a rise, a screw, and a change. And I think especially knowing that this offense is so powerful and so versatile, being able to use that spin, move the ball through the zone is going to be a key for her today.
Mariana Sonoda leads things off, the shortstop for Brazil. Their #1 hitter, both power and contact that she can get it done with. the third year that I've done Little League. And one of the common themes that I've seen in these player questionnaires that I think is so unusual a little bit is that Adam Sandler comes up as the favorite actor all across the board.
Have you seen an Adam Sandler movie?
I love Adam Sandler, don't get me wrong. I'm just wondering what movies it is that he has been in that has captured anywhere from like 11 to 17 years old.
And I fear that's probably who I would have put as well. Great movies. He's hilarious. I think they just know ball. They get it.
0-2 count. Lifted down the left field line. That is going to get foul. Who would you put right now?
Right now. Ooh.
As you think about that, that was an illegal pitch that just got called. So instead of a foul ball and an 0-2 count, it will be a ball on the batter because of the illegal pitch called on Gonzalez.
Is it bad to say that I literally can't pick? I watch so much TV and movies. It's like, I feel like I'm doing a disservice if I pick.
It is hard. It is hard. Off the handle, and that'll get out of play. Still a 1-2 count. Brazil's 14 runs on those 16 hits, one of the more impressive offensive performances on opening night. Bounced in by Gonzalez, 2-2. Another one in the air and out of play.
This is a really good leadoff bat by Sonoda, just being able to see a bunch of pitches, especially being the first person to face the pitcher. You want to kind of get through anything that they have in their arsenal. That way your dugout can see it as well.
And again, a foul ball off the bat of Sonoda. Home plate umpires got to get a refill. This is in play out to shallow left field, and running onto it is Carlene Santos to make the catch.
This is a good job by Gonzalez, just sticking to her plan, continuing to work up in the zone, continuing to just pound the zone, chip away until she can finally get Sonoda to pop something up.
One out for Rafaela Nakamura. Goes by Rafa. Her favorite athletes are a couple of Oklahoma Sooners, Tiare Jennings and Gabby Garcia.
If they make picks like that, so when they put Adam Sandler, that just tells me that they just know what they're doing.
I've seen Tiare a few times, but that's the first one I've seen Gabby Garcia on. It's a great pick, though. Did she go around? She did. 0-2 count. Gonzalez has worked ahead of the first two hitters.
Take a look here. Looking to see if she breaks her wrist. It looks to me like she did swing on that, so that's the correct call.
Swing and a miss. Strikeout number one for Gonzalez.
And Gonzalez going to that rise ball. She is challenging these hitters up in the zone. You can see her climb that ladder right there, and that's just a beautiful pitch. It's got a ton of spin, and it is moving through the zone. Great job by Erica May Gonzalez.
Beatrice Nagasawa Swings through the first pitch. Gonzalez is a strike away from having the first 3 batters in this game down 0-2 in the count. Swings through it, and there it is.
And she's consistently going to that pitch up in the zone. And so if you're a batter for the Philippines, starting to recognize that you have to change your plan, maybe split grip, keep your hands a little bit higher. That's a really great take there, especially in that count for Nagasawa. Those rise balls, they look so good out of the hand, but then they just continue to climb out of reach.
Just got a piece of that one to stay alive. She did not go around that time, 2-2. Some gritty at-bats, despite the fact that the first 3 have fallen behind 0-2. 2 of them have worked it back to at least 2-2.
And sometimes it takes a while to really, figure out a pitcher. And so if you can have your first few batters just grind and feel like that first inning is a long one, it puts a lot of stress on the opposing pitcher. So you may not get the results you want, but it's effective nonetheless.
Another 2-2 pitch coming from Gonzalez, and another foul ball. Ground ball back to Gonzalez, and it is a 1-2-3 start for the Philippines in the bottom of the first, and Erica Gonzalez looks the part, scoreless after 1 between the Philippines and Brazil. So it is 2 distinct segments to the Senior League Softball World Series. The first is the pool play round, 10 teams divided up into 2 pools of 5 each. They will play each of the 4 teams in their pool one time, and the 4 teams with the best records in each pool advance to an 8-team single elimination format that is seeded based on those pool play results. This is day 2 of pool play. 2 more days after this, and then we will get into that 8-team single elimination bracket. And Sunday will be our championship game. Jax Fontias at the plate. Takes that pitch just inside, a 2-0 count to Fontias. Her favorite athlete is Elisa Leo, the figure skater. She also has a couple that go hand in hand. Her special talent is that she plays the guitar, and then it asks if you collect anything, and she said she collects vinyls.
Oh, I like that. That's a really great spot right there by Silva, just painting that inside corner. Put some pressure on these hitters, make them get inside the ball.
Two trickles down the left side foul.
And once again, she's doing a great job of painting that inside corner, and she's proven that she can throw it there for a strike. So now as a hitter, you have to swing at it. You either have to find a way to keep your hands inside or get more out in front, but it's a really challenging spot.
Kind of similar starts, honestly, for both these 2 pitchers. They're attacking the zone, and then each lineup is, not that anything's happened offensively really, but they've been pretty gritty at bats overall.
Absolutely, they're seeing a lot of pitches. Both of them are fighting things off. But then they're also great at taking those pitches, the ones that the pitcher's trying to get you to bite on. Both sides are getting rid of the close ones.
Full count pitch coming from Joanna De Brito Silva. Swing and a miss. Ran it further inside and has her first strikeout.
And this drop ball just has a ton of movement on it. It's gonna run down and in. Look at this pitch going towards the back knee of Fontias. And this is just a difficult pitch to hit. It looks like a strike out of the hand, then falls off the table. Beautiful pitch right there.
Ball 1 to Princess Liza Siosen. Swing and a miss, 1-1 count. Her favorite athletes are Kikai Palma and Jenny Finch. Palma is a softball player for the Philippines national team. Two count coming. Second inning, first game of the week for the Philippines, a team that traveled a ridiculously long way to be here. It is a 12-hour time difference from here and Malolos, which is the capital city of the Bulacan province in the Philippines, where this team is from. They flew to San Francisco, 16 hours. Then to Philadelphia. After a few hours layover, they flew 5 hours across country to Philadelphia, which is about 2.5 hours north of here, and then the short flight down to Delaware. So around 20 hours of flight time. That is going to be a painful strike three for Siosun, who swung at that pitch and was hit by the ball.
And it just looked like she was just trying to protect herself. This pitch was definitely coming inside the box with her. So it goes inside the box with her, and then she swings at it almost defensively, like she's just trying to protect her thigh. And they're going to rule that a dead ball strike because she swung. She is still going to be out. If she hadn't have swung, that would have hit her. That would have been a hit by pitch, and she would have been awarded first base.
Back-to-back strikeouts in the second for Joanna de Brito Silva. Now Relaine Evangelista, the center fielder, comes up to try to break up a 1-2-3 inning. Philippines roster, a lot of their players said they also play badminton as one of the other competitive sports that they play. And Relaine is one of them. She is also a singer.
Well, and they said where they're from, it's really hard to gather organized sports with a team, try to gather the team, and especially with financially and just getting everybody together. And so for them to be able to play softball, they had to ask their teachers and principals if it was okay for them to take some time off to train. So they are really committed to this sport and to being here.
Their manager, Rodolfo Iporong Jr., said this is very much a grassroots effort with softball in the Philippines that can be difficult to get the equipment, everything they need, but great support from the families of these players, as well as the local government and the community, who have been very supportive of their journey here as well.
Their local government even helped pay for their flights to Indonesia for that regional tournament. Gotta love the support from the communities.
Ball four, Relaine Evangelista works a walk.
Really mature at bat there. You can tell she's going up with a plan. She's looking for a specific pitch, and if it's not in that location, she doesn't worry about it and takes her walk.
Melissa Evangelista now. Swing and a miss, runner goes, throw is there, tag is as well, and that is out number 3. Not your traditional 1-2-3 inning, but it is 1-2-3.
Carolina Diaz from behind the dish. A really great transfer, and that's what makes this throw so early. She gets rid of it so fast and puts herself in a great position for her Brazil offense to come back and hit.
Just behind us on Lions Field, this was South Carolina just moments ago, bottom of the second. Kate Sheely trying to help them get their first win of the week. Oh my goodness, that's into the trees.
That was a moonshot into the trees. Wow, and we talked about pool play. It is so important to win in pool play because only the top 8 teams continue on in this tournament. So this is a big game for South Carolina.
That was the first time we'd seen that video. I mean, that wasn't like into the base of the trees. That was into the forest.
Well, and that pitch too was at her ankles. She went down to get that and got all of it.
That is Czechia's first game of the week. They will also play 2 today, just like the Philippines. Karen Takahama leads off for Brazil in the bottom of the second. Scoreless game so far between these two teams. And the look of Erica Gonzalez and Joanna de Brito Silva, this might be the first pitcher's duel that we've seen of the week.
And I almost feel like we jinxed it because we talked so much about how hot each of these offenses were. And the pitchers heard us and said, nuh-uh, we're out here too.
One, swing and a miss. 1-2 count to the batter. Karen Takahama's favorite athlete is Rebecca Andrade, who is a Brazilian Olympic gymnast. Swings through that pitch up in the zone for strike 3. Second of the game for Gonzalez.
And that rise ball is just absolutely filthy. I mean, you can see Panteria back there standing all the way up, but it's the movement. It tunnels. It looks like it's going to be a strike and then continues to move through the zone. And that's why she gets a swing and a miss.
Carolini Matsumoto with nobody on and 1 out. Takes outside, ball 1. Speaks 3 languages, Portuguese, English, and Spanish. Here we are, just still trying to figure out English.
I just said that to our producer, shout out, TJ. I just said, man, I barely speak English.
Swings through the 2-0 pitch as a first batter in the game against Gonzalez that didn't go 0-2 or 1-2 to start the at-bat. And the first 2 pitches were close misses for Erica Gonzalez in the circle.
And what's a little scary for the Brazil hitters is that they haven't even seen a changeup yet from Gonzalez. It's mainly just been that rise ball.
There it was again, ball 3. Swings through it, strike 3 for Gonzalez, number 3 in just an inning and 2/3.
Gonzalez looks extremely comfortable, and it's just this spin rate again. This is a low rise, so she's going to the same pitch, but she's going to place it a different place in the zone. So instead of trying to climb the ladder, she just moves it a little bit out, a little bit up, and does the job.
Strike 1 to Carolina Diaz, the catcher. Another one who is a Rebecca Andrade fan. I remember watching her at the last Olympics for Brazil. Oh, and just misses ball 1. Her favorite sports team is Palmeiras, and that's when your quiz comes in. Where, like, do you know who that team is?
Don't do this to me.
They play in the Brazilian professional soccer.
There you go.
I'm a big soccer fan, so that's like my world. That's like I knew that the Brazilian team would come through on the questionnaire with some soccer stuff, and they did. Another 1-2 count. Ground ball right side, picked up by Evangelista. And it's 6 up, 6 down for Erica Gonzalez in the circle for the Philippines. Looking really good, a scoreless game through 2 innings here in Delaware. Talked ice cream, but we have snow cones as well here at the ballpark, which we have not gotten either of yet, but that looks, oh my goodness, the sour straws on top. That, whatever that is, that's what I'd like.
That is my dream come true in a snow cone. Maybe like a watermelon base with a sour strip on the top. Woo.
I'm a sour candy person.
Me
no
too.
chocolate for me. I'll eat chocolate, but I'm much more sour candy.
I love sour candy, so I will be making a trip. Maybe in between games, snow cone. After the last game, ice cream.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Yeah, you're thinking the right way right now. 8-9-1 coming up for the Philippines in the top of the third. Melissa Evangelista, the second baseman at the plate from San Miguel. Favorite athlete is Shohei Ohtani. Illegal pitch called, so that is going to end up being a ball on the batter instead of a foul ball.
And so you can see they're telling her you have to present the ball. So once you have the ball in your glove, you can't take the ball out and then come back together. You have to have it in your glove and then you go into your pitch. So straight from her towel, straight to the glove, straight to the pitch. If you take your hands out of the glove with the ball, that then, again, the second time would be an illegal pitch.
So the count will be 2-1. It is outside 3-1. Evangelista, she can find her way aboard. Bring up Carlene Santos and then the top of the order. Another illegal pitch called, so that is going to be ball 4 on the batter. Evangelista has not taken first yet. There she goes.
So let's see if we can figure out what exactly is going on here with these illegal pitches. From what I'm gathering, it is the separation. So I think it happens before then. I think when she's getting on the mound, she's touching her towel, presenting there. You can see the ball kind of come out of her glove. So towel, hand in glove, ball comes out, ball comes back in.
Runner almost caught off first base. It's a good throw by Diaz. How does Joanna De Brito Silva kind of respond to this? It's interesting for a pitcher, get knocked out of your rhythm on a few illegal pitch calls. You see now she is starting with the ball out of her glove. The bunt right back to her, and a little bit of a high throw. Matsumoto handles it, coming over to cover first. That's out number 1, but a nice sacrifice by Santos.
Good job, just doing her job, knowing that she has to move that runner into scoring position, especially because this is a low-scoring game, not a lot of offense. I think for De Brito Silva, I think the ticket is what she did that last pitch, keep the ball in her hand until she's ready to go into the glove and go straight to the pitch. That way she doesn't risk putting the ball in the glove, then separating, coming back, separating again. But it's difficult as a pitcher because you have a routine, you have a rhythm, and so now this is something that's taking you out of that routine and rhythm, and so that can be mentally challenging.
So back to the top of the order. Reina Rose Evangelista lined out to center field to lead off this game. First run scoring opportunity for the Philippines in this one. One count against Joanna De Brito Silva. Still early, but it just feels like runs might be at a premium in this game. This is the first runner for either team to reach scoring position. Brazil doesn't have a base runner yet. It's a team that scored 14 runs on 16 hits last night. Hard hit ball to the right side, picked up at second base by Matsumoto, and there's 2 away, but the runner advances to third.
And once again, because offense has been so limited, even something like that, a ground ball to the right side, putting the base runner 60 feet closer to scoring is huge. That's crucial for your offense if you're the Philippines.
Now here's third baseman number 16,
Ladril Herodias. Strike 1. Goes by Lady. Another Shohei fan, which who isn't?
We've seen a lot of that across the board from every team. Everybody loves Shohei.
Hard hit ball into the outfield, and that'll score the first run of the game. An RBI single for Lady Herodias.
Huge clutch moment for Lady Herodias. Keeping her hands up high on this pitch. It's up in the zone, but she stays up with it, gets to extension and drives this ball to the outfield. But it's Reina Rose Evangelista before this. That ground ball that put the base runner there for Herodias to get the job done.
First pitch outside, ball one to Sheena Joy Panteria. Bottom of the order, they got this going. A leadoff walk for Melissa Evangelista. And then Carlene Santos did her job with the sacrifice bunt. Ball two. Said Panteria is the strongest hitter on the team. She's got serious power. Inside, kind of casually steps over that pitch.
They say she's really calm under pressure. She's one of their more reliable players. Not only can she hit the ball hard consistently, but it's that emotional consistency as well.
Strike one in the 3-0 count. Panteria said she is most looking forward to playing against these different countries and seeing the different styles of play. Popped up behind the plate. It'll get out of play. Romel Santa Ana calls time from his coaching spot in the third base coach's box, wants to talk things over. Both Panteria and Herodias at first base. Three-two pitch coming from Joanna De Brito Silva.
You can see her there going to that bunt pullback with 2 strikes. And sometimes this is a timing mechanism. Sometimes people use it to shorten their swing with 2 strikes. So instead of taking a big stride or a long load, it kind of forces you to pull back and go straight to the ball.
Did you ever do it?
Yeah, I did that all the time. I was a huge fan of that.
Very similar result on that swing.
And if you do it correctly, you don't lose any power either. You can still generate the same amount of force. It's just helping you be a little bit sharper to the ball.
I remember one that used to do it. You knew it was obviously never going to be a bunt, was Lauren Chamberlain.
Oklahoma used to do that all the time.
3-2 in the zone, strike 3, and that'll end the top of the third.
But Lady Herodias comes up big for the Philippines, drives this ball to the outfield and scores the first RBI of the game. Now Brazil will have to respond when we come back.
Professional softball is returning to Greenville, North Carolina for the 2026 AUSL Pro Game presented by Dick's Sporting Goods, set to take place tomorrow night, August 5th. Learn more at littleLeague.org/athletesunlimited.
We've seen a lot of these younger players listing AUSL teams, AUSL players as their favorites to watch. It's really cool to see the growth of the sport and just being able to have a pro softball league that's so visible for young girls to look up to.
First pitch just misses to Chisiani Ito from Erica Gonzalez. 6 up, 6 down for her in the game. You played last year in the AUSL. Like, we've heard so much about how great the league is. From a player perspective, what stood out most to you?
I think they really just truly treat you like a professional, even from how you get from point A to point B, the gear, the way they speak to you, the way the coaches treat you. It really does feel like you are playing at another level. And of course, it's the understanding of building something bigger than yourself. Building a league that's gonna last, building a legacy for softball and growing the game. Everybody there understands that. And so that was really special to see, especially in year one.
Swing and a miss. 2-2 count now to Ito.
Ito says one of her favorite things is cooking sweets for her teammates before games and tournaments. I wish I had a teammate like that.
I also saw that one. That one stood out to me. I was thinking we need a piece of that, but goes down looking here. It's strikeout number 4 for Erica Gonzalez.
Gonzalez continuing to just pound the zone. She's got incredible spin. Look at this, it's gonna nick the outer corner. Once again, she's going to kind of a screwball, kind of a rise ball, but it's that spin rate. You can see it moving, and it's just deadly.
Swing and a miss on the first pitch from Eduarda Hasegawa.
Maybe call that pitch a scrise, an in-between screw rise ball.
It's only day 2 for you to have.
I've had a few pitchers that threw like a scrise or like a scrop, a screw drop.
That's the first time I've heard that
terminology. Heard of a scrop? You learned something new.
Hasegawa at the plate. Her favorite team is the Oklahoma Sooners. Out straight back, 1-2 count.
She says her dream is she wants to play college softball in the U.S. I love that.
Just missing there on that 1-2 pitch. Yeah, I said not sure on the dream job, but that was the goal.
Get to college first, figure it out later.
Very similar result on that pitch. Hasegawa not going down easily. Been 4 strikeout victims in the game so far, 1 in the first, 2 in the second, and then the leadoff here in the third.
And because Gonzalez is throwing that rise ball that has a little bit of outside tail and they have so many lefties coming up, that pitch is just so dangerous. Makes it really hard to get your barrel to.
Tapped left side, nice play by Aero Diaz at third. There's 2 away.
Really fundamentally sound play by Aero Diaz at third base, staying low in her legs, keeping her glove down, and then shuffling her feet to perfect the throw. Almost perfect over there.
Naomi Matsumoto in the 9-hole, trying to become the first base runner for Brazil. That has popped up in foul territory. You can just see it in Princess Liza Sealson's eyes. She was ready to dive for that if she got close enough. I love a good pop-up for like a catcher or a corner infielder to run into.
Dive for it.
Base hit up the middle. First one for Brazil, and it comes from the 9-hole Matsumoto.
And you could see it even in her practice swings in between pitches. Matsumoto was determined to get on top of a pitch. She gets another rise ball, but this one's left a little bit lower in the zone. She keeps her hands super high, very flat, allows her shoulders to turn, and drives that ball into center.
Back to the top of the order, Mariana Sonoda takes strike one. Ground ball left side, scooped up by Evangelista, and that'll do it for the third inning. Still 3 scoreless for Erica Gonzalez, and she has the Philippines on top 1-0. They'll get ready to come back to the plate in just a moment. One nothing pitcher's duel. Really the first one we've seen so far in the first 2 days of this Senior League Softball World Series. We are at Lower Sussex Little League Complex in Sussex County, Delaware. Has hosted the Senior League Softball World Series since 2004. This main field that we are on, called Layton Field, can accommodate around 700 fans. Saw a great crowd last night. This is ripped down the left field line by the pitcher, Erica Gonzalez, and she's got extra bases. Strolls into second with a leadoff double here in the fourth.
And what can't she do? She has been absolutely dominant in the circle, and then with the bat, she's gonna get this ball in the inner half, gets her front foot down early. She's out in front for this, drives it down the left field line in a leadoff stand-up double.
She can spin it in the circle, she can swing it at the plate. Jax Fontias now swings and misses at the first pitch. showing bunt and fouls that off, falling behind 0-2. Mentioned Sheena Joy Panteria earlier, the catcher for the Philippines, saying that she was excited to see the different styles of play. I feel like we're seeing that a little bit from the Philippines. Like, they clearly want to play some small ball.
Absolutely, and they're not afraid to bunt. They're not afraid to put pressure on the defense. Even when they're running bases, you can see they don't just take a turn and go straight back to the bag. They make sure that the defense is looking at them. They're not afraid to spark some chaos out there.
They've been extremely fundamentally sound defensively. Fontias in a 1-2 count. Ball 2.
One of the big things that they pride themselves on as a team is being disciplined in their work ethic and, you know, how they approach the game. And you can tell they are very disciplined with their defense, their offense, their pitching, just a really well-coached team all the way around.
Strike 3, that's a big out to get one on the board in the fourth. Fourth strikeout for Joanna de Brito Silva.
And it's come in a big-time moment, too, after giving up a leadoff double, being able to bounce back. This is another one of those pitches up in the zone. Fastball, it's got a little bit of tail down at the end, so it's up, but it's still going to move down. Very deceptive to the eyes.
Princess Liza Siosen popped up behind home plate. A nice catch right up against the fence by Diaz.
And you could hear the communication from the infielders to help out Diaz behind the plate. This is a really tough ball to track. She figures it out right away, continues, sticks with it, and is not afraid of the fence. But I love how her teammates are helping her out as well, telling her where to go, where the fence is. Really awesome stuff.
Did you lose the mask when you had a pop-up?
Never. I felt it took too much time, and I wasn't as brave without the mask. I would run head first into that fence to catch a ball if I had that helmet on.
I asked that because I feel like it's kind of gone away a little bit. It doesn't seem like that's as practiced as it used to be.
It's personal preference, especially in softball, because our masks are all one piece rather than in baseball. They have the cap and then can pull it off. It's harder to get it off, but also you lose sight of the ball when you pull it off. Sometimes you don't throw it far enough. Just rather be safe than sorry and keep it on.
Strike 1 to Relaine Evangelista. Be a really nice bounce back for Joanna de Brito Silva. After that leadoff double, if she can get out of this. Textbook block by Carolina Diaz.
Diaz behind the plate is another one that just looks so fundamentally sound between her blocking, that pop-up behind the dish, and her throwdown earlier in the game. She has phenomenal fundamentals back there.
Left side just hit the ground in front of Matsumoto's glove.
What an effort, though. Knowing that it's foul, you've got nothing to lose, lay it all on the line. Almost had it.
Two now the count. Philippines will play back-to-back games. They'll play Pennsylvania, the East Region representative, at 8 Eastern tonight. So pretty quick turnaround potentially for them. But I'm sure if you're coming off a win,
go into it with some momentum. Yeah, feels good.
And I guess on the flip side, if you were coming off a loss, you can get that taste out of your mouth real quick. I'm a glass half full guy, Allie.
There you go. Keep it up. I like it.
(3-2). Another foul ball. Erica Gonzalez has been on second base for a long time in this inning. Ground ball right side. That is a tough play that hopped up on Matsumoto, but sticks with it. And after the leadoff double, they go 1-2-3 to retire the side. Going to the bottom of the fourth, still a one-run game. We are going to the bottom of the fourth. Just 4 combined hits in this game that features 2 extremely talented offensive teams, but showing that they can spin it in the circle as well.
And Erica May Gonzalez for the Philippines has been basically unstoppable, but last inning we saw Brazil start to make some adjustments, start to put the ball in play on the ground, which shows that they're starting to get on top of that rise ball. We know Gonzalez also has a changeup. We just haven't even seen it yet in this game.
So maybe the second time through it'll get worked in. This is 2-3-4 for the second time. First pitch is bunted foul by Rafaela Nakamura. Favorite movie is Harry Potter. I'm on board with that.
Me too. That's in my top 5.
Ball 1 high. 7 of the first 10 batters in the game have been behind in the count, either 0-2 or 1-2 to Gonzalez.
It's so difficult to hit like that behind in the count. You just feel like now you're not in control. You're having to battle the at-bat, fight off the pitch that the pitcher wants to throw you instead of being able to hunt the pitch that you want to hit.
Swings through that pitch for strike 2. And I haven't tracked this part of it, but I don't think we've seen a 3-1 count. So in those few that haven't gone 1-2 or 0-2, like this at bat here, I think the other option has been 2-2. Like, that's his 2-2, 3-2 is as good as it's got. Swing and a miss. Strikeout number 5.
I mean, Gonzalez just keeps racking up the strikeout victims, and it's in different ways. We talked about this earlier. This is a rise ball, but it's also got some tail to it, to the outer half of the plate. I named it the Scries, but she's going to it again. It's a great pitch.
Beatrice Nagazawa. Takes first pitch. That is ball 1. Grounded out right back to Gonzalez, her first trip up. Chases that one away for strike 1. In the air, shallow on the infield, and it's caught by Evangelista at shortstop, 2 outs.
And if it's not a strikeout, that's exactly what Gonzalez wants. Throwing the ball up in the zone. She wants to get batters to miss underneath and feed her defense pop flies, and she does just that.
Trying to make it 4 scoreless, only 1 base runner. It was a single by Naomi Matsumoto at the bottom of the order for Brazil in the 3rd inning. Karen Takahama, the first baseman, struck out swinging in her first at bat. Now down 0-2. So here's another one, and there's the hint is that I've already asked you this, but she is a Corinthians fan. Where do you think they reside? Soccer. Yeah, the Brazilian league too.
Yes. Woo! Nailed it.
We'll get you there. Inside, and that got her on the elbow. Ooh, that did not feel good.
Ouch, and you can see she's got that protective elbow guard. Sometimes it doesn't protect you all the way, or sometimes even if it hits you, it still hurts. You can see Gonzalez going over there to check on her, make sure she's okay. Ooh, it kind of gets both her forearm and her elbow off that elbow guard. And Gonzalez has good velo, good spin on her ball, so that just can't feel good. Glad to see she's okay and hanging in there at first base.
Two outs and a runner on. Second time Brazil has had a runner on, and both times it has been with 2 outs. Carolini Matsumoto at the plate.
This is a big opportunity for Brazil. They've only had 1 other base runner in this game, and so even with 2 outs, you have to try to score this run. Gonzalez has been incredible in the circle, so you have to try to fight and claw to find a way.
Another 0-2 count for Erica Gonzalez. Foul. Nalini and Naomi are cousins. His upstairs runner goes. The throw just out of the glove of Evangelista.
And this is a good throw behind the dish from Pinteria, just a little bit to the right of the bag, especially knowing that you have the shortstop, Evangelista, coming across. So she has to cover a little bit more ground to get there. Tough play.
Strike three. Gonzalez climbs the ladder and gets her 6th strikeout of the game. It has been her day so far in the first game of the night for the Philippines. Still 1-0. This is how it's been since the top of the 3rd inning when the Philippines got on the board. A leadoff walk by Melissa Evangelista off of Joanna De Brito Silva. And that is who will lead off this inning again. Second baseman Evangelista, Carlene Santos, and Reina Rose Evangelista. Watches ball one. Melissa's dream job is to work for the police. It's also a ball, so she jumps ahead 2-0. That is ball 3, and 2 of the illegal pitches that were called earlier in the game on Joanna De Brito Silva were against Evangelista. And actually, both of those pitches were strikes. One was a foul ball, one was a swing and a miss, and it ended up in a walk.
Sometimes when you have a specific batter, there's something about how they set up in the box. So when you're a pitcher, it can affect how you approach the pitch. But it really just seems like De Brito Silva is struggling with that, presenting that ball in her glove and then separating again and then coming back to start her pitch.
Alongside the former Alabama star Allie Shipman, I'm Chucky Kemp. We thank you for joining us. Just day 2 of 7 here in Frankfort, Delaware. There's strike 1 in a 3-0 count after that last illegal pitch. Strike 2.
Good bounce back there by DeBrito Silva, learning from that call and then being able to just attack the zone again.
Ooh, and that hit her leg. She was kind of smiling about it, but I don't think it felt good either.
Sometimes in the windup, if you lose that grip early, she's trying to go down in the zone and hits herself right in the knee right there. Ouch. That can't feel good, especially right in the knee.
So Evangelista, just like last time, leads off the inning with a walk, and now they'll hope that Carlene Santos can do the same thing she did last time, which was sacrifice her into scoring position.
A little bit of deja vu this inning.
Really is the manner of the walk and everything. There is the bunt. Back to the pitcher, Joanna DeBrito Silva. Out at first, almost got the runner with the throw behind at second.
Good heads-up defense there. First, DeBrito Silva doing a good job of fielding her position with that bunt. And then recognizing that the runner's taking a bit of a long turn, so firing that throw over there almost gets her on the back pick.
Reina Rose Evangelista back to the top of the order. Misses on the bunt attempt. Chopper right side, got to be quick here. The throw to first is in time, and there's 2 outs.
And once again, very similar to what we saw the inning before. The inning before, she hit a ground ball to the second baseman, now a ground ball to first base, but it moves the runner to third base, gets her 60 feet closer to scoring.
And just like last time, Lady Arrow Diaz is up. Had an RBI single in the third. Choked up big time on the bat. Lets that go for ball 1. There is strike 1. They got a great performance, Brazil did, in the circle from Isabella Tavaraya last night. 6 innings, gave up just 6 hits and 1 earned run. She is warming up down the left field line just in case. There she is. Looks like she's ready to go if needed. Ground ball back up the middle, and it really is deja vu this inning. Everything that just happened was almost identical to the third.
From the walk to the sac bunt, the right side of the field ground ball, and then Hero Diaz coming in clutch. She's gonna put this ball right back up the middle. Last time it was more of a line drive, this time it's a ground ball, but either way, she does it again and delivers for her team.
First pitch up and away to Sheena Joy Panteria, who ended that inning by striking out looking. So she is the one that really does not want to do the same thing. A big insurance run for Erica Gonzalez in the circle. This is popped up on the infield, long run from shortstop for Sonoda, but makes the play. So there it was, the rerun from the third inning for the Philippines to get a much-needed insurance run. Now a 2-0 lead as we go to the bottom of the fifth.
Players Pacific in the top of the fifth inning.
And for the Philippines, it has been all about Erica May Gonzalez. She has been clutch in the circle. She's going to go to that rise ball. She's got a little bit of a screwball to it as well. Dominant on the mound for her, but then she can do it all. Drives the ball down the left field line, and she gets a stand-up double. What can't she do for the Philippines?
Now back in the circle with an extra run on the board. Just 2 base runners allowed in the game by Gonzalez. Those 2 base runners, a single and a hit batter. Starts off the inning with strike 1 to Carolina Diaz.
And really, the single, and then there was a pop fly earlier in the game, but those are the only 2 balls that have left the infield off of her. Even the balls that are put in play are not put in play very hard.
This is one of the first ones out to left field by Diaz. Just the second hit of the game, but to your point, that's probably the most well-hit ball.
And Erica May Gonzalez, if you're watching this later, I may have jinxed you right there. But this is a good job by Diaz getting her hands on top. She knows that this is the rise ball that's coming. It's been the go-to pitch, so she keeps her hands high, gets on top of the ball, and drives it for a base hit.
First time they've had a runner on without 2 outs. There's a sacrifice bunt, a little bit of what the Philippines have been doing. Job done by Chisiani Ito.
And especially with how low scoring this game is, you have to go to the small ball factor. You have to be able to lay the bunt down. I've been very impressed with both teams being able to put the bunt down when they need it. And now there's a runner in scoring position for Brazil.
Trying to go back-to-back bunts. That one looked like more of an effort to bunt for a hit by Hasegawa.
Yeah, coming from the left-handed side, she's going to go more to a slap. So that's going to be, you know, more of your bunt for a base hit. She's moving her feet already to try to give her an advantage when she starts running to first.
One count to Hasegawa. Both the hits for Brazil have come from batters in the bottom 4 in their order. Plus the sac bunt from Ito.
That's a really great cut right there on that pitch. Just missed underneath. If you're a batter and you swing and foul it straight back, that has to give you a little bit of confidence. You are right on that ball, just a small adjustment.
Out to left field, caught right on the line by Carlene Santos.
And Erica May Gonzalez recognized that the pitch before Hasegawa was on that, so she needed to climb the ladder even more. And that's what she does. She puts this ball even higher and results in a pop fly.
Popped up on the bunt attempt, and it's caught by Sioson coming in from first base. They strand a leadoff single, and still scoreless for Erica Gonzalez through 5 innings with the Philippines on top.
In the bottom of the 5th inning for
Want to see some girls with game? Tune in to an exciting summer of softball and visit littleleaguesoftball.org for great content, information about starting a softball league, and more. New pitcher in the circle here in the top of the 6th for Brazil, and it is the star of last night, Isabella Tavaraya, a Jenny Finch fan. So it's a good one when you're standing on the rubber to idolize Jenny Finch.
Absolutely, and she's going to be a little bit slower in her velocity than DeBrito Silva was. She has a ton of spin on her ball, makes it very deceptive to the batter. She'll mix a curve and a changeup, but really it's the spin, and this is just a completely different look than DeBrito Silva. I don't necessarily think Silva had a bad game. I think she did really, really good for them. This is just trying to mix it up on the mound for Brazil.
Brazil told us their manager Fernando Oda and his staff said they'll rotate pitchers, not just a one arm that's going to do it all for them this week. This is hit right back up the middle. First pitch that Erica Gonzalez sees is her second hit of the night.
And we showed it earlier. She has been the star of the show for this team so far. On the mound, she has hit the ball hard twice in a row now. She's at the very front of the batter's box because she knows the velo is going to be a little bit slower, gets her barrel there and drives it up the middle.
This one right back up the middle. 2 pitches and it's back-to-back base hits.
Fontias learning from Gonzalez before her, gets a very similar pitch, but she was paying attention. So she sees it and she does the exact same thing. And now the Philippines threatening once again.
Princess Liza Sioson takes the first pitch for ball 1. Fouls that straight back. Philippines not electing to play small ball in this scenario with runners on first and second, nobody out, at least not yet.
And I think after watching two batters go back-to-back hard hit balls, you almost just want to let your offense go.
There it comes with the 1-1 pitch, but it's popped straight up in the air, and there is out number one.
And we talked about it earlier, Diaz behind the dish has been so fundamentally sound. And once again, she's ready. She sees that bunt attempt, so she's on her toes. That bunt gets put in the air, and she doesn't even hesitate. She's right underneath it.
Relaine Evangelista 0 for 1 with a walk and a ground out in this game. Takes ball one down and away. Seven, 8, 9 that provided 3 walks and 2 sacrifice bunts, helping the Philippines score both of their runs in this game. Fouled back, 1-2 count. Stays alive. Again, one more game on this field tonight. It'll be the Philippines taking on the the East Region representative, Pennsylvania, who will be looking to get their first win of the week. Lost last night to the host, Delaware. That looks like a good team too. Delaware, the runner-up last year, really impressive last night. And there was a great crowd here to support the local team.
I've been really impressed with all of these teams, top to bottom. Everybody has their own style, their own little something that makes them special. And so it's been really fun to watch.
Full count against Tavaraya. Hard hit ball through the right side. They will hold the runners. This throw gets away, and it's going to go in the dugout. And the runner is going to be able to score from third. And the Philippines are pleading their case that this should be 2 bases for the runners. The umpires are going to come together and talk this over, but 1 run for sure has scored.
And I had just noticed before this ball was put in play that the Brazil outfield was super duper shallow. And so they almost kept this from being a run at all because they were so shallow. But then that overthrow, the ball goes into the dugout. And because of that, the runners are allowed to advance 1 base. You can see the outfielder's so close, and now this ground ball, which may have been an automatic run earlier, keeps the runner from moving forward, but just goes into the dugout, which then allows them to score.
Still a great opportunity for the Philippines to tack on more in the inning. First pitch outside, ball 1 to Melissa Evangelista. 2 walks in her 2 plate appearances and a couple runs scored. 2-0. Jumps ahead 3-0, and she is yet again trying to pass the bat to the bottom of the order, which her and Carlene Santos have worked in tandem to help provide 2 of the first 3 runs.
And you can see there the defense is playing way in, both infield and the outfielders, knowing that the Philippines love to play small ball. Not a lot of power hitters in their lineup, so they're prepared to try to get that out at home plate.
Ball 4, a trio of walks for Melissa Evangelista.
And to a hitter, that doesn't seem like much on the day, but that is huge for your team. You've been on base all 3 times. Doesn't matter if it's a hit, a walk, a hit by pitch. When you get on base, that is great for your team.
Carlene Santos takes strike 1 on the outside corner. Dream job is to be an engineer. Reaches out and tags this into center field. That's a great piece of hitting from the bottom of the order, and they will score 1, not the second one. Nice relay to get that in and cut down the second runner.
And Santos, who has had 2 sack bunts in this game, finally gets to swing away and takes advantage. Pokes this one into the outfield, and then heads up play by Mariana Sonoda to recognize the runner going home and throw a laser beam in there for an out.
Still another insurance run tacked on. 4-0 Philippines lead Brazil. Pretty incredible to think. They have played almost 6 full games between the region tournament and now here at the World Series, and they have not allowed a run yet. 115-0. They have outscored opponents. I mean, this is a legit contender in the Philippines.
I mean, that's insane. But that just goes to show how strong they are in the circle. We've seen it with Gonzalez. She is a tough nut to crack.
Another hard hit ball up the middle, and that loads the bases yet again.
And once again, the Philippines putting the ball in play. This time it's Evangelista getting that ball lower in the zone, driving it back up the middle. But because the Brazil outfield is playing so far in, now instead of an automatic RBI, this becomes just a regular base hit to load up the bases.
Just fundamental softball, 5 singles and a walk in this inning. They're up 4-0, and they only have 1 extra base hit. And the extra base hit got stranded on second, led off the inning, and didn't move from that base.
The queens of small ball in the Philippines.
Aro Diaz takes strike 1, 1-1 count. She has had back-to-back RBI singles her last 2 at-bats. To the left side, stays down, and everybody's going to be safe. Another run comes across, and this is happening with 2 outs. The last 4 batters have come out with 2 outs in the inning.
And that is the 3rd RBI of the game for Aro Diaz. Once again, just coming in clutch when her team needs her. They set the table for her, and she provides. Even with 2 outs, that is a big-time insurance run. I'm sure Erica May Gonzalez, the pitcher for the Philippines, is feeling pretty good about her offense right now.
Sheena Joy Panteria at the plate. 1 for 3 in the game with a single back in the first inning. Showing bunt, pulls back for ball 1. It's actually kind of a chilly breeze coming through the press box right now.
A little bit of wind off the ocean, maybe? We're not too far.
Oh, what, 15, 20 minutes?
Yeah.
Inside, that is a little bit of self-defense by Panteria. Driven to left field. That's going to one-hop the fence, and it might clear the bases. It's going to be 3 more on the board for the Philippines. Panteria comes through.
Huge swing for Panteria. She had ended the inning twice before in a row, but she says not this time. Gets this pitch right at her belt line, is ready for it. And the Brazil defense is playing so far in that now this ball goes way over the head of Eduardo Diaz in left field, and it clears the bases.
Looks a little bit like what Brazil did last night in the last couple innings offensively. Just absolutely exploded, but the Philippines doing it back to them. We will have a pitching change. They will re-enter Joanna De Brito Silva, and we'll step away for just a moment. Good game on Lions Field just behind us. South Carolina over Czechia 4-2 late in that game. Bottom of the 6th was South Carolina at the plate, looking for insurance before they try and close the door on Czechia's debut in this Senior League Softball World Series. This is going to get through the left side. They'll hold the runner at third. And what a day Erica Gonzalez is having. She is announcing herself here in Delaware.
So on the day, she is 3 for 4 at the plate, and then also just shutting people down on the mound as well. Talk about helping yourself out.
How many times in your career did you have 2 hits in the same inning?
Can't say, I don't know if that's ever happened to me.
That is 2 for Gonzalez. She led off this 6th inning. This is in the air to right center field, and that's going to get Brazil out of it. They plate 6 runs here in the 6th inning, and it is 8-0 for the Philippines.
1 error, 1 left, 9-0.
The hosts, Delaware, getting ready for the nightcap on the field behind us. They will play Texas at 8 Eastern, trying to improve to 2-0 in their pool. Win last night over Pennsylvania, who we will see next against the Philippines right here on this field. See Brazil barring a big comeback will fall to 1-1 in pool play, but an important win last night. We are off and running. First pitch swinging, that is fouled away. Erica Gonzalez back in the circle for the 6th. 6 outs from starting the Philippines off with a win in this Senior League Softball World Series. Mariana Sonoda leads off for Brazil here in the 6th. This is hit well to left center field and kind of tailing right between the two outfielders. Tell you what, Sonoda was almost on second when that landed, it seemed like.
That ball hung in the air. And we talked about a little bit of that breeze earlier. There is a breeze blowing around, but I think it was just the height of this ball for Santos and Evangelista struggling to communicate to figure out who's gonna go get it. Kept tailing towards left field as it was going, but Sonoda not even stopping, recognizing that this ball was gonna fall, and ends up on second base.
See the wind blowing in. How does that work? 3 of the flags were blowing, and then the other half basically are completely still.
Okay, I'm gonna say it's the trees.
Oh yeah, okay, well done. Alabama education, I like it.
Learned something over there.
It's very observant.
Well, as a hitter, I'm always looking at the flags because I want to hit it where the wind's not blowing straight in. I'd be trying to go oppo.
Okay. That's how fine-tuned you were at the plate. I like it.
Unless it was a rise ball. Not as fine-tuned.
Rafa Nakamura 0 for 2 in the game. 1-1 pitch to her. 2-1. Swings through that aggressively, and it's a 2-2 count. Saw Pennsylvania mount a late rally last night. They lost to Delaware, made things interesting in the last inning. Runner on second, nobody out. Swings through that pitch for strike 3, number 7 for Erica Gonzalez.
Once again, she's just gonna go to that rise ball that has that tail out to the left-handed batter. Something moving up and away is extremely difficult to get your barrel to. And that's her 7th strikeout of the day.
Beatrice Nagazawa swings at the first pitch. That is gonna get out of play. Strike 2. Gonzalez ahead in the count, 0-2. Nagasawa puts something in play. She can, into a great spot in right center field. It's the first run scored against the Philippines since before the region tournament.
This is a great adjustment by Nagasawa, recognizing that this is going to be a rise ball up in the zone. Look at how high she keeps her hands. Her shoulders are level. She goes straight to the ball, and that's what allows her to drive this ball into the gap to score a run.
Still just one out in the inning. Another runner in scoring position for Takahama. Strike one on the outside corner. Takes ball one just a little high. Foul back, pitcher's count for Gonzalez. Have matched their game total with hits in this inning. Had just 2 in the first 5 frames. And then a double and an RBI single here in the 6th. Two is the count. Popped up and out of play. Good battle from Takahama here. Another full count delivery coming from Erica Gonzalez. They're trying to figure her out here in the 6th inning, maybe give themselves a late chance to make a run at this in the 7th. As low for ball 4, 2 on, just 1 away.
And you could tell Gonzalez trying to go more down in the zone, trying to utilize maybe an off speed, maybe a little bit of a drop, trying to change up the looks as we get later into this game. Just doesn't have quite the control.
Just high, ball 1 to Carolini Matsumoto. Trying to reach for the first time in this game. She jumps ahead 2-0. Calculated approach from Brazil here in the 6th. Very disciplined at the plate.
A much better approach from top to bottom for Brazil. Being a lot more selective, letting those rise balls go, forcing Gonzalez to throw something else.
There's strike one in the 3-0 count. Ball four, bases loaded. Been an excellent day for Erica Gonzalez. Just ran into a little bit of trouble here in the 6th.
And you can tell they had to change her pitching plan. They had to go away from that rise ball as people started to put bat on ball more, and Brazil started to make an adjustment and lay off of it. So it forces her to get out of her comfort zone. She has to start relying on other pitches, on her screwball, her changeup. Even looks like she's trying to mix in a bit of a drop there as well. Just struggling with the control on the pitches that aren't her go-to pitch.
She will stay out there in this bases loaded situation with one out. I mean, Brazil is a gap shot away from this being a ball game. Carolina Diaz fouls it straight back. Good reactions.
You can take the catcher out of the game, but you can't take the catcher out of me. Tried to reach up and grab the ball that hit the fence.
Ball one high, 1-1 count. Popped up and out of play, 1-2 count. Gonzalez could use strikeout number 8 right here to avoid any late nervous moments for the Philippines. Little bit high, 2-2.
Great take by Diaz right there, laying off that rise ball. Been very impressed this inning with the complete change in Brazil's offense. You could tell they talked about it, they talked about their plan, and they're executing really well.
Lifted to center field. It's not gonna have enough to leave the yard, but it will score another run. The throw to third not in time. And heads up base running for Matsumoto to advance as well. The base came detached, so they'll have to fix that.
But still, Brazil continues to fight. I mean, Diaz was inches on the bat away from that being a home run and really breaking this ball game wide open. Brazil continuing to put pressure on the Philippines right now.
Ball one to Chisiani Ito. 0 for 1 with a sacrifice bunt in this game. Takes strike one. Philippines' other two arms we're likely to see a decent amount this weekend. One is the first baseman and the left-hander, Princess Liza Sioson. The other is Carlene Jade Santos. who is out in left field currently. Swinging strike 2 for Ito.
Big pitch coming here for Gonzalez. Try to get her team back in the dugout. Try to limit the damage for Brazil.
Strike 3 looking. And that is number 8 in the game for Erica Gonzalez. 6-run lead as we go to the 7th for the Philippines. Start of the 7th inning here in Frankfort, Delaware. Philippines closing in on an opening win this week at the Lower Sussex Little League Complex. We are on Layton Field. Over behind us is Lions Field. 6 total games today, 3 on each. Dorian Kraft and Riley West on the call just behind us. It is high for ball 2. Joanna De Brito Silva re-entered into the game and faced 2 batters in the 6th, gave up a single and a flyout. She threw the first 5 innings in this game, actually threw really well, gave up just the 2 runs. Seosin takes the first 3 pitches and is ahead 3-0. Four-pitch walk.
Good lead off there, especially knowing that the Philippines have given up a few runs. If you're them, you're trying to look to get those runs back, and it starts with getting the lead off on.
Outside, ball 1. This is Relaine Evangelista. Wants to be a teacher. Actually, 2 of the coaches, Jen Santa Ana and Romel Santa Ana, are both teachers as well on staff for the Philippines.
Said a lot of the girls on the team are also students of theirs at the school.
There is strike 1. 1-1 count. Bottom of this order has been tremendous. They have reached a combined combined 6 times, plus 2 sacrifice bunts. 4 walks, a pair of singles, and a pair of sacrifice bunts. Here's another one to the left side. Nice job to corral that by Matsumoto at third base. And there's 1 out, but it's another productive at bat for 7, 8, 9.
And the Philippines, they play small ball so well. This is the 3rd sac bunt of the game for them, and they have no problem laying that down, sacrificing their at bat to get a runner in scoring position, even when they're up by 6 runs.
Melissa Evangelista. She showed bunt, but decided to pull back. Takes strike 1. Trio of walks, and she has scored every time. Let's try to reach out to bunt the runner over to third, and is now in an 0-2 count. This is unfamiliar territory because she has lived ahead in the count.
I'm not sure how many strikes she's actually seen all day. She's done a great job of being selective up there, but now is going to have to battle down 0-2.
Chokes up on the bat a little bit. Lets that pitch go outside. Overall, this is a fairly young Philippines team. Evangelista at the plate, 14 years old. They have a lot of 14 and 15-year-olds. Just 3 that are either 16 or 17. She swings through that, and that's out number 2.
Big out there for Debrito Silva. Gonna go away to this batter. Once again, it's up in the zone, but it has a little bit of a down tail. So Evangelista is gonna see that ball up, try to get on top, but then just miss over the top because the ball continues to go down.
Carlene Santos takes the first pitch for ball 1. She is a 15-year-old Shohei Ohtani fan and one of a handful of them on this team that put one of their special talents as drawing.
A lot of artists out there.
Pulls back on a bunt attempt for strike 1. That'd be like a great talent to have. You do it literally anywhere.
I can't say I have that talent, do you?
No, not at all. Fouls that straight back for strike 2.
Big pitch here coming up for Debrito Silva, trying to get out of this inning and get her team back in the dugout for a chance.
One-two pitch coming from Joanna Debrito Silva. Swing and a miss, and she is out of the 7th unscathed. 6 strikeouts in the game for her. It is a 6-run deficit for Brazil as we go to the bottom of the 7th. The Brazil fans having fun at the ballpark, hoping they can mount a 7th inning comeback. Either way, this is a Brazil team that at the worst is going to be 1-1. The first 2 nights have played 2 really good opponents, and I think you're going to feel good regardless.
And still, I think they've gotten better as this game has gone on. So that has to give you some confidence no matter how this game shapes out. Going into the future of this week, you know that you've gotten better, you've learned, you've grown. Should give you some confidence.
I think they knew the camera was on them there. There's a little wave. How much did you start to know as a player? Like, every game you played was on TV, so like you obviously know the cameras a little bit. How much did you feel like you knew?
The ticket is just to assume it's on you at all times so that you don't end up doing anything too goofy. But I knew behind the plate, everybody's looking at me at all times.
Yeah, that's some pressure right there. The camera's literally on you every pitch.
You try to forget that it's there.
8-9-1 for Brazil. Would have to lead things off. 1-1 count coming. Gonzalez still out there looking for a complete game. He's fouled up and out of play. It'll be interesting, too, what the Philippines do from a pitching perspective in their second game tonight against Pennsylvania.
And to me, that's why they've kept Gonzalez out there to complete this game, is because they have another one. So they probably came into this day with a pitching plan in mind and have already in mind a starter for game 2.
Hasegawa lets that one go for ball 2. Eduardo Hasegawa speaks fluent English and French. Just outside, ball 4.
It's a really good spot by Gonzalez right there. I think Panteria behind the dish may have just not gotten around it enough. I think if she sets her body up a little bit more outside, that'll look more like a strike to the umpire.
Slow roller left side that is picked up in fair territory. Aero Diaz wanted the out, so she made sure to get that in time.
Good play by Aero Diaz. Recognizing you've got 2 options. Option A, you let it go foul. Option B, you commit. And she committed to making sure she got this play done for her team and for her pitcher.
Gladly take outs with a 6-run lead. Ground ball right side. Oh, that took a nasty hop, and it's going to get into the outfield. The runner will score, and it is now 8-3.
And if you're Melissa Evangelista, there's really nothing else you can do on this ball. That took one of the nastiest hops I have ever seen. She's anticipating a low in the zone hop right there, and it goes right over her head. Potentially hit a rock or a piece of dirt out there, but nothing else she could do.
They are going to rule that a single, and I actually think that's probably a good ruling.
I agree. Unless you're Spider-Man out there and got those reflexes, I don't know if anybody could have gotten that.
Pinch hitter at the plate is going to be Marina Basili. Youngest player on the team, but they say she is the jokester. Swings at the first pitch, and that is going to be a dead ball that went off of her leg. So foul ball for strike 1. She is currently wearing the number 2, normally wears the number 88 in honor of her grandfather who passed away at that age. Strike two. Ground ball left side, scooped up. The only play is at first, and there's two down.
Good play there by Reina Rose Evangelista on the run, continuing to charge that ball, especially seeing the hop that it took before. You got to get the ball, make sure it can get to you before it can hop over your head.
Last chance for Brazil. Beatrice Nagasawa. How's that off the end of her bat and out of play? Another one, very similar result, and it's a 1-2 count. Gonzalez has struck out 8 in the game, trying to finish off a complete game win to open the Senior League Softball World Series for the Philippines. Here is the 1-2 pitch. In the air to shallow center. Onto it is Evangelista, and that'll do it. The Philippines 1-0 this week in Frankfort, Delaware.
What a start for the Philippines. 11 hits, 8 runs, no errors. And it was Erica May Gonzalez in the circle. 8 strikeouts. She also went 3 for 4 at the dish. And then a big swing by Sheena Joy Pantaria. 3 RBI double puts them ahead on top for a win.
Well, Brazil starts 1-1. The Philippines get to turn around real quick and do it all again. They will play Pennsylvania in around 30 minutes. That game might start a little bit after the top of the hour, scheduled for 8 Eastern. We'll keep an eye on it. We will be back on ESPN Plus as soon as it's time for first pitch for Pennsylvania and the Philippines. Pennsylvania going to be looking for their first win of the week. But tonight, in this game, it was all about the Philippines and Erica Gonzalez getting the job done in the circle and at the plate. And they are 11 life in Delaware.
7 innings pitched, 30 batters.